This one's been popping up a lot lately. How do I change my Epic Games name before the 2-week cooldown? The short answer is you can't. Not officially, at least. But that doesn't mean there aren't ways to game the system. And Epic's official policy puts a 14-day lockout on display name changes, which sounds reasonable until you realize you typoed your username into something like EpicGamer420XXX right before an important tournament and everyone's calling you out. Now, if you try heading to the Epic Games website, logging in and going to Account, General, Display Name, it'll warn you that your next name change is locked until the 2-week timer resets. There's no "Are you sure" button, just cold, hard denial. But here's where things get interesting. Some players have reported being able to bypass the cooldown under very specific circumstances, like if your account was compromised or the previous name violated Epic's terms of service. So, yep, there's a window, but it's not open to most. This is where reaching out to Epic support becomes your secret weapon. It won't always work, but if you send them a respectful, detailed message explaining your situation, typo, safety concern, or TOS error, you might just get a one-time override. To do this, go to help.epicgames.com. Click Contact Us, log in, and carefully describe your issue. Include your current username, the name you'd prefer, and why the change is important. Politeness matters. A human will be reading it, not just a bot. Pro tip here. Keep your new username clean and legit. Anything even close to a curse word, brand name, or suspicious symbol, and you ruin your chances. Epic is surprisingly strict about display name integrity, probably because Fortnite has millions of young players. Also worth knowing, this method is something of a shot in the dark. Think 30% success rate. But if you've got a valid issue tied to moderation, harassment, or account security, they're way more likely to make an exception. I've seen it happen before. There's another workaround, but it comes with a hefty catch. You can create a new Epic Games account, use your preferred username, and link it to your platform. But that means starting fresh with no skins, stats, or previous purchases. Not ideal. Some people try using a name generator, thinking maybe it'll slide under the radar, but Epic flags names using pattern detection too. Replacing letters with numbers or sneaky special characters usually just gets your entire submission rejected. You'd think for a company earning billions from digital cosmetics, they'd throw users a bone and allow one more change per month. But nope, that 14-day cooldown still stands in 2024, and no VIP pass is in sight, unless you can write a compelling support ticket. If all else fails, your best option is patience. Mark the 14th day on your calendar and be ready at 12:01 a.m. UTC to pounce on the change. Set an alarm. Yes, I've done this. Yes, I hate myself a little for it too. Changing your name before the lock expires isn't impossible, but it lives in this gray area where luck, legitimacy, and customer support vibes collide. So proceed with clarity, play it clean, and if you pull it off, congrats. You've just glitched the matrix.